Representing the business of boxing, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Manager Marty!
Thank you. You're far too kind. Thank you very much.
Representing the business of boxing, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Manager Marty!
Thank you. You're far too kind. Thank you very much.
Representing the business of boxing, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Manager Marty!
Thank you. You're far too kind. Thank you very much.
Representing the business of boxing, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Manager Marty!
Thank you. You're far too kind. Thank you very much.
I saw that you got that is not the same Ryan Garcia, is it?
That one, I should hope it's not the same Ryan Garcia.
Actually, he's the same Ryan Garcia. But the body frame, do you see how, take a look, did you see how flabby and how small it is? That's not 7 more pounds worth of muscle. That's not 7 more pounds worth of hydration. That's 7 pounds worth of flab. And what is it?
Well, why do you think that is, Bill?
What was it? What do you think? Were you taking a good look at it? Does that look like the same? You were there.
Well, I should say, he said he was drinking and smoking and up all night and partying.
Looks like he hasn't stopped drinking and smoking. Looks like he's, huh?
I mean, I don't know, Bill. Guys grow, it's been a year. Maybe he's put on some natural man weight.
Did he get any bigger or did he get smaller, though, Radio Raheem? Tell the fans. From what we're saying. Because we get a chance to see it right here live, so we'll let the people know. Hey, what do we see?
We will show the media workout, and it will be up to the fans to decide.
Your opinion, what do you think you saw? Because I didn't see the same fighter. I seen a fighter that's not as chiseled, a fighter that's not as aggressive. And Ryan, you lost your confidence. Live right here with Radio Raheem.
Ladies and gentlemen, members of the jury, members of the Roll the Tape film crew, welcome to another episode of Roll the Tape podcast with Manager Marty. I'm the host, the sole proprietor, the manager at Walmart, the manager at Target. That was an occupation that Bill Haney somehow gave me. I am also known as Goofy, as a clown. Those are names that people in my comment section have attributed to me. I'm also the Water Boy, Eminem Stan, these are things that Blue Blood Sports TV have said about me. Those are pet names that he gave me. I'm also Janitor Marty or Janitor Farty. Those are the two names that Coach Malachi gave me. I'm also known as an effing clown. That was what was attributed to me by Rick Glaser. I'm also a fanboy, a homeless musician on the side of the road begging for change. That's what Victor Conte said about me. I'm also broke. That's what Rachel Donier said about me. Should I continue? I mean, the names keep going on. I'm going to continue. I'm a goofy. That's what BFTB said about me. I mean, it goes on and on and on and on and on. But you know what? You don't have to remember all of those lies about me. Just call me Manager Marty. I said all that just to say that. Oh, I'm in a great mood this morning. Welcome to another live. Come on in. Yes, 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 yes. Yes. Grab a plate, y'all, this morning. I know you have your coffee and your bagel with you this morning. Grab a plate. I have some food for thought for you. If you're on the East Coast, the West Coast, the Midwest, it's early in the morning here in America. But if you are on the other side of the pond in the UK, I have some dinner that I want to serve you this evening. But this morning, to all my American audience members, I have some food for thought for you. We have people watching us live in living color and the replay of our lives here on this channel from all over the world: New Zealand, the Philippines, the UK. The list goes on and on. I appreciate all of your time and your monetary resources to help advance the show as I continue to provide education and entertainment. Now, enough with the hugs, handshakes, and Valentine's Day cards. Let's get into this. I just played what Bill Haney said on the show called Seconds Out. YouTube channel, Seconds Out. Bill Haney made some references about Ryan Garcia. And I want to give my interpretation of what he said and what he really meant to say and what he was implying. But before I do that, and I want to show you some evidence. Oh, you know I want to show you some evidence this morning, right? I have some evidence that I want to show you all this morning because we need answers. But before we talk about Devin Haney against Jose Ramirez in the next 2 days on Friday here in America, and I want to talk about Devin Haney good guy from Zion. Devin Haney looks so suspicious. Did y'all see the thumbnail of this live? Man, I'm about to start. Man, I really don't want to start no controversy. Okay, I do want to start controversy. We need answers. But before I talk about that, y'all, let's talk about Gervonta Tank Davis. Let's talk about the fact that there are reports that he postponed the rematch between him and Lamont Roach. Let me just start off by saying this. Welcome to all of the members of the channel and supervisors of the Road to Tape film crew who's live and living color in the chat. I see you. If you're watching the replay of this live, welcome. And to all of the Road to Tape film crew members of the channel and supervisors of the Road to Tape film crew, I welcome you and I see you as well. Now, let me just say this after that. I thought people kept saying that the fight between Lamont Roach and Gervonta Davis was happening in June. Y'all remember that? No, a lot of people were saying that. Seriously. A lot of people were saying a couple of months ago Breaking news now. A lot of people, content creators, journalists, yeah, I heard them. I saw the reports. Gervonta Tank Davis was fighting Lamont Roach. Y'all remember that? In the rematch and fighting him in June of 2025. I had several private conversations off of the YouTube platform with some friends of mine who are also fans of the sport of boxing, and most of them are supporters of the channel here. And I told all of them, this was back in March. Some of them watching me live right now. I see their names, some of them, their names in the chat now. But the bottom line is this. I told y'all by the phone booth in March, all of you that's listening, that had private conversations with me. I told y'all in March that this fight between Lamont Roach and Tank Davis rematch was not happening in June. I already told y'all that. And I'm sure that the people that I'm referring to, whom I spoke with, will obviously be able to verify what I said. But I already knew that that wasn't going to happen. In fact, you heard me live after the fight between Lamont Roach and Gervonta Tank Davis say, and most of you were here live with me, and I said that Tank Davis and Lamont Roach should have an immediate rematch. In fact, that's the only fight that fans will be clamoring for to become a consumer, a paid consumer, to buy immediately if Gervonta Tank Davis jump in the ring with Lamont Roach and have an immediate rematch. And I also said, if Tank Davis don't get in the rematch with Lamont Roach, and I'm talking about immediately, let's be clear on that, immediately, meaning his next fight, a lot of people, particularly the paying consumer, will be highly disappointed in Tank Davis. Now, with that being said, this business, I didn't say sport now, I said business, this business called boxing, it's all about timing and protecting your interest as a professional boxer, as a professional manager, as a professional promoter, and a network, a platform, a streaming platform. When I say network, because that's the main way that fans consume boxing, paid and free. And so I always wanted to look at the mindset of the promotion when it comes to Tank Davis. Because at the end of the day, y'all, we got to keep it all the way real. I told y'all this, and I told other audience members on different platforms that interviewed me about Lamont Roach versus Tank Davis in the first fight. Before the fight happened, I told y'all this was going to be Tank Davis' toughest test, his toughest challenge, right? Please hit the like button, please. I don't ask for much. Thank you in the chat that's encouraging people to hit the like button. Can I get, I want to tell y'all this. You might not notice. Some of y'all might notice. Some of y'all might not, but I'm going to give a reminder to those that do. I am the most controversial, but the most insulted, the most imitated, but the least paid YouTube boxing content creator. I'm going to say that again for the people in the back of the church. Some of y'all might not know this, and some of y'all may know this. So I'm going to give a reminder to those who do know this. I am the most controversial, yet the most insulted and the most imitated, but the least paid YouTube boxing content creator. I don't ask for much. Can I get one like, please? Just one. I don't ask for much. Just one like. The air fryer hasn't plugged up yet. But can I just get one like? I don't ask for much. I told people on other platforms and even here that Lamont Roach Jr. is going to be well prepared for Tank Davis, and he wasn't going to lay down for him. And he didn't. They fought to a draw. It was a really, really good fight. An entertaining seesaw battle. Depending on what you were looking at, some may say Tank won, some may say Lamont Roach won. Bottom line is that the judges thought different. It ended in an official draw. So the bottom line with the draw is just like Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury did in their first fight, which was controversial. They ran it back and they fought in a rematch. So it's no different. We've seen this over and over and over and over and over again in the sport of boxing, haven't we? Where the first fight is so entertaining, even if the official ruling is a draw, or even if the fight is so entertaining, we do have an actual winner. Rematches still happen. Thank you, Victor, in the chat. I'm gonna put this on the screen so y'all can see what he said. Appreciate that. Victor says, but the most reliable manager. I'll add that in the list. The most controversial, the most reliable, the most insulted, the most imitated, but the least paid. But I'm so glad that my contributions, not just in the sport of boxing, but also here in the YouTube boxing community, hasn't gone unnoticed, and definitely hasn't gone unrecognized. Thank y'all again. Appreciate that. Now, Tank Davis himself done told everybody at the press conference, post-fight press conference, whether or not there was going to be an immediate rematch between himself, and Lamont Roach. I'm going to play it for y'all because some people might have forgot now. Hold on.
Roll the tape. Do you want that rematch next? And if so, how likely it is that we're to see that fight happen again this year?
I'm not sure, bro. I'm definitely not sure, but hopefully we could get it before. Nah, it probably won't be this year.
Is that the one you want next?
It's definitely the one I want next, but it's not gonna be next.
Did y'all hear Tank Davis? That was at the post-fight press conference, right after he got out of the ring, competing against Lamont Roach. He said, I want it to be next, but it's not going to be the next fight. In fact, he said it's not even going to happen in the year of 2025. That's what he said. Come on, y'all. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. It's just, I don't ask for much. Just one click. That's all it is. You know the link is pinned to the top of the chat too if anybody want to come. Oh, okay. And look, this is not negative when I say the link is in the chat. Whether you agree with me or not, whether you like me or not, I open my platform up to all perspectives. That's why the link is pinned to the top of the chat. Did y'all hear what Tank Davis said? See, you can't have it both ways as a Tank Davis fan. You can't say Tank Davis is the face of boxing and Tank Davis is his own boss. And then on the other hand, when Tank Davis tell you the moves that he's going to make or need to make, you don't believe him. Tank Davis told everybody at the post-fight press conference, y'all just heard him, after he fought Lamont Roach, oh, I want this fight to be the next fight, but it's not going to happen next. In fact, it's not even going to happen this year. So in other words is, there's a plan already for him to fight someone else that obviously was already established before he jumped into the ring versus Lamont Roach. Because that's what good businessmen and good businesswomen do behind the scenes. It's not a fight-by-fight basis. We line up multiple fights as professional boxing managers, as professional boxing promoters. Not saying that all do this, because every professional boxer's circumstances are unique to their career and different. But when you have good representation, that's what good representation does. But Tank Davis, the face of boxing, particularly here in America, Tank Davis, his own boss, told everybody publicly that him fighting Lamont Roach is not going to be his next fight. In fact, it's not going to happen this year. But yet, reports came out back in March, back in the beginning of this month in April, that the fight was going to happen in June of this year. And I knew that that was not going to happen. Now people are saying, good guy from Zion. Now people are saying the fight's going to happen in July. And guess what? At the end of next month, I wouldn't be surprised if people start saying the fight going to happen in August. You know, keep pushing it back. Let me tell y'all something right now. And some of you ain't going to like this. I'm more inclined to believe what Tank Davis said at the post-fight press conference. I'm inclined to believe that Tank Davis is going to stick to the game plan that was already established before he jumped into that ring to fight Lamont Roach. I would not be surprised if Tank Davis don't fight Lamont Roach in an immediate rematch in his next fight. And I definitely would not be surprised if the fight don't happen by the end of 2025. Would not surprise me at all. Want to know why? Because I've been actively involved in this business of boxing for a long time. And just because I know something doesn't mean that I have to publicize it. Not saying that I talked to Tank Davis personally or anyone that knows Tank Davis or not. I'm not saying that. Not saying that I spoke to someone that knows Lamont Roach or that I spoke to Lamont Roach personally. I'm not saying either. I'm talking about the actual rematch in particular. Because it's a business at the end of the workday. I will tell you this part. I met Lamont Roach's manager in person. I literally just met Lamont Roach's manager, and I did not ask him about the rematch, and I don't have to do that. But I'm going to tell you that I did meet Lamont Roach's manager. How did I meet him? At the Jerron Boots Ennis fight in Atlantic City, New Jersey, a few weekends ago. I was sitting ringside. Most of you probably know that already at this point. And as I was getting out of my seat to walk out to, this was during the undercard fights. This is before my guy, Ray Ford. Before Ray Ford fought. My guy from Jersey, Ray Ford. Anyway, before he fought, I was getting up to go out where the concession stands are and the restrooms and all of that. And as I was walking out, a gentleman walked up to me. And, you know, everywhere I go in boxing, everybody always walking up to me and talking to me or asking me to take pictures and, you know, little stuff like that, showing their support and their love and everything. And the gentleman walked up to me and extended his hand, and he says, "Hi, Marty." And he said his name. He said, "I'm Lamont Roach's manager." And then when he said his name, when I've been hearing his name buzzing around the sport behind the scenes, I just couldn't put a face to his name, and I did. And we talked, and he actually appreciated the content. And he said he's a huge fan of the channel. So shout out to Lamont Roach, manager. But anyway, I never asked him about the rematch, specifically about like, how are y'all good? I don't do stuff like that. I don't have to. I'm not a media person. But the point that I'm making in all of this is I'm more inclined to believe that Tank Davis is going to follow the path of what was been established already, because what has been established is good business. What would be greater business, though, is him getting in an immediate rematch with Lamont Roach. But once again, it's all about timing and protecting interests in boxing. Just wanted to let y'all understand how it all works. Double salute to Free Smoke. Thank you for plugging the air fryer up by making the contribution and supporting the channel with your monetary resources. Much love and respect to you, Free Smoke. Free Smoke says in the super chat, "Salute, Manager Marty. But Tank tweeted that the rematch could happen as early as this May after that press conference." Yes, he did. You're absolutely correct. And that was actually the next point that I was going to drive home. When he said that in May, when he said that it could happen as early as this May, excuse me, I knew then that Tank Davis was trolling, because there's no way this fight could have been materialized and promoted based on the time frame when Tank Davis put that tweet out. And obviously, May is literally now. So I knew that already. But once again, Tank is his own boss, and he is the face of boxing, particularly here in America. And so I expect Tank Davis to be able to make whatever decision that he want to make, because he's Tank Davis. He's earned the financial right to make those type of decisions on who he wants to fight and when he wants to fight, as he is communicating and joining his representation in the decision-making process. But I would not be surprised if the immediate rematch does not happen with Lamont Roach, nor will I be surprised if it doesn't happen in 2025. Absolutely would not surprise me. You know what will surprise me, though? You know what will surprise me? What will surprise me is if Devin Haney leave Victor Conti in the snack program. That would surprise me now. Yeah, we segueing into another topic. That would definitely surprise me. I'm going to play back something that Bill Haney said on a YouTube channel. The name of the YouTube channel is called Seconds Out. He was in a recent interview. I think it was sometime yesterday, or at least I saw it this morning. And he made some references regarding Ryan Garcia, and I wanted to address it. And I thought that it was interesting that he brought it up because Bill Haney has been around for some time now. In fact, speaking of Bill Haney, I'm going to put this on your screen. Go on and look at it. Victor Conti praised Bill Haney amongst other trainers in the tweet. I'm not going to rehash what I said yesterday about it. But I want to read again what Victor Conti said, praising and publicly acknowledging these particular trainers, and Bill Haney was one of them. Victor Conti said in a post on X, formerly known as Twitter, on April the 5th, 2025, he said, and I quote, "Shout out to elite snack boxing trainers. Many in boxing know who some of the elite snack boxers are. But I would also like to acknowledge some of the elite boxing trainers that are members of Team Snack System. Virgil Hunter, Bomac, Robert Garcia, Stephen Edwards, Bob Santos, Bill Haney, Andre Rozier, and Bones Adams. Some of them have been selected as trainers of the year." End quote. And that was from Victor Haney. I just started something, y'all. Victor Haney. No, Victor Conti. My apologies. And Bomac, as you can see on your screen, he reposted what Victor Conti said. And in his response, April 5th, 2025, and I quote, "My guy, Victor Conti." That was from Bomac. See, these guys keep praising Victor Conti. The trainers now. You know, he sponsored the trainers too. He pays the trainers to wear his apparel for snack and paraphernalia, especially when the cameras are on him. It's a good marketing tool. But I had a couple questions about that. Let's hear what Bill Haney said in that recent interview that he did with the Seconds Out, the guy from the Seconds Out podcast. And you know what? You see it on your screen, don't you? We need answers. And hopefully today, Victor Haney. Hey, Creo, I didn't even mean to say that. That just slipped out. That might be something to troll about. I might I might hashtag that so they can trend. Victor Haney. Because he is a part of the family, isn't he? Woo! Let's hear what Bill Haney said in a recent interview regarding Ryan Garcia's physique. Don't take my word for it. Roll the tape.
I couldn't wait to talk to you because I saw that you got it. It's not the same Ryan Garcia, is it?
That why I should hope it's not the same Ryan Garcia.
Honestly, he's the same Ryan Garcia. But the body frame, do you see how did you see how flabby and how small it is? That's not 7 more pounds worth of muscle. That's not 7 more pounds worth of hydration. That's 7 pounds worth of flab. And what is it?
Well, why do you think that is, Bill?
What was it? What do you think? Were you taking a good look at it? Does that look like the same? You were there.
Well, I should say, he said he was drinking and smoking and up all night and partying.
Looks like he hasn't stopped drinking and smoking. Looks like he's, huh?
I mean, I don't know, Bill. Guys grow, it's been a year. Maybe he's put on some natural man weight.
Did he get any bigger or did he get smaller though, Radio Raheem? Tell the fans. From what we're saying. Because we get a chance to see it right here live, so we'll let the people know. Wait, what do we see?
We will show the media workout, and it will be up to the fans to decide.
What do you think you saw? Because I didn't see the same fighter. I seen a fighter that's not as chiseled, a fighter that's not as aggressive, and Ryan, you done lost your confidence. Live right here.
All right, we've heard enough. That was Bill Haney. You heard him say that he believed that Ryan Garcia looked different. Basically looking at the eye test. He looks different, right? He looks different. His body looks flabby. In fact, later on in the same interview, he said that Ryan Garcia looked like he got titties. That was Bill Haney's words. He also said that Ryan Garcia doesn't look like someone who put on 7 pounds of muscle or rehydration based on the weight gain in another weight division, welterweight to be exact. He see a difference in Ryan Garcia's physique. In other words, is Ryan Garcia, when he fought Devin Haney, he looked like he was on steroids because he was on PEDs, and his body frame and physique looked more enhanced. But now in this fight, as Ryan Garcia is moving up in weight, it looks like Ryan Garcia doesn't have the same effects of the PEDs because his physique look worse. He looks flabby. He looks like he has rolls. It looks like he has titties. It looks like he's a different fighter just from the eye test. Hey, that's what Bill Haney is implying, and that's exactly what he said. Now, I have a question on that. How come Bill Haney, right, can make observations when Ryan Garcia and Ryan Garcia's physique appears to have changed from looking, I guess, good to now later on looking worse? How come he get a pass for that? Because when I say that someone's physique changed, looking from not so good to better or great, I get criticized for it. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about? Let me show you some pictures of what I'm talking about. And this is why I keep saying there's 3 things that Bill Haney needs to do in order to advance the career and to modify the image of his son in a positive light. Number 1, be quiet. Number 2, stay in the background and learn the business of boxing. And number 3, let your son, Devin, get the shine. Let Devin do most of the interviews. Let Devin do more of the talking. Bill, you do less of the talking. But Bill Haney won't listen to manager Marty. And so now, hey, Bill, I got a question on that. If Bill Haney can make an observation of Ryan Garcia's physique looking different from when Devin fought Ryan, meaning that Ryan Garcia's physique looked better then, to now that Ryan's about to fight Rolly Romero and his physique is looking worse, then I figure I can make the same observation with Devin Haney, his son. Now, I've made these observations before, and some of you are here and you remember me telling you time and time again that I've been watching Devin Haney's physique change for the last 6 years. Y'all remember that, don't you? Y'all remember that? I told y'all by the phone booth that I've been watching Devin Haney's physique change for 6 years. Really longer than that. But I haven't started seeing the changes. Drastic changes, by the way. Haven't seen them until the last couple of years. Now, I got a question on something. Another question on this. Isn't Devin Haney associated with some characters that have a questionable past? Thank you, Creole, for telling me in the chat you remember. See, Creole was here. He remembers. You know I wouldn't lie to y'all. Doesn't Devin Haney have history of associating closely with people with a shady past? A questionable past when it comes to PEDs, as the viewership is increasing exponentially. Okay, I'm going to break it down real quick for you. Mickey Bay, which we haven't heard too much of him lately. I thought y'all told me 6 months ago in interviews that Mickey Bay was jumping from platform to platform on YouTube doing interviews, right? Y'all remember that 6 months ago? Oh, okay. And he was saying that he was a trainer in Devin Haney's camp. Because remember, he was in Devin Haney's camp a few years back, but he's back. Okay, I'm just trying to figure out, where's Mickey Bay? I mean, I haven't heard from the guy. I don't know if he's in Devin's corner or a training camp as a trainer or not. I don't know. But I'm trying to figure out, where is he? No. I'm just asking. No. I'm gonna tell you why I'm asking, because some people might want to know what I'm asking for. With that, I'm asking because some of y'all might not know this. And Mickey Bay was a professional boxer, good boxer, but we got to keep it all the way 100 now. Okay? Mickey Bay tested positive for a banned substance. Y'all remember that? That's where I'm going at with this. Mickey Bay tested positive for a banned substance. Don't get mad at us. Don't get mad at me and the Roller Tape Film Crew. We telling you what happened. In 2013. And that's what got him suspended and fined by the Nevada State Athletic Commission. Okay? That when he got that third round knockout. In his biggest fight against Robert Rodriguez. See, some of y'all might not, some of y'all might not remember that. Or you might not know. That's why you came over here to get this education. Huh? Yeah. That testosterone to epitestosterone ratio. We call it T/E, the T and E ratio. It can't be no greater than 4-1. His was greater than 30-1. But Nevada did accept 6-1 back then. My point is, he tested positive for a banned substance. Huh? Coming off of a layoff after he split from Top Rank. And Mayweather and them was trying to help him revitalize his career. That's who Devin Haney has been associated with. Oh, it doesn't stop there. Devin Haney also associated himself right now as we speak with Sugar Shane Mosley, Sr. And we know Sugar Shane Mosley, he never tested positive for a banned substance, But we know, based on his deposition, it's on YouTube, it's video and audio recorded. For some of you that want to fact check me, he was using the cream and the clear that he purchased from Victor Conti 20-something years ago when he fought Oscar De La Hoya in the rematch. And that's why Floyd Mayweather told Shane, when you fight me, you got to do Olympic-style drug testing with USADA. Just like the rest of these opponents that I'm going to start competing against. And Sugar Stain Mosley is in the camp with Devin Haney right now for this fight on Friday night between him and Rodriguez. Excuse me, him and Ramirez. Who else is Devin Haney associated with? Shady past. Victor Conti, the #1 steroid dealer in sports history, the #1 PED user. Yeah, because he used to use PEDs as well. You heard me, right? I know he said that he was supplying PEDs in 2001. That's when it really all started for him. But we caught him lying on a documentary. Remember that? I'm the only one that caught this. He was using the steroids himself. Huh? Back in the late 80s and 90s. And Devin Haney is now a part of the snack program, at least for his last 12 fights. So I just wanted to put that out there so that we all can be on the same page with the history of the Haneys hanging around with people that have shady passes when it comes to performance enhancement drugs and steroids. And speaking of body changes, transformation, and physique, I want to ask a question on something. I got a question on that. But before I ask the question, I want to ask this question right here. How come every fighter that I see that rolls with Victor Conti in the SAC program keep having bumps on them? Let me ask that question again because somebody missed that. How come the fighters that I see on the snack program be having bumps on them? I'm just asking the question. You ain't gonna find this nowhere else. That's why you're here. I'm glad you're here. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I'm gonna start it off right now. I'm gonna start it off right because a lot of people, you know what I mean, might have forgot. Some of y'all may have forgotten now, and I understand because it be like that sometimes. Because it's a lot of information, it's a lot of information that I produce when we're talking about this stuff. So, I understand. I get it. I just be asking questions because I be just wanting to know. I figure, nobody else is going to ask. And sometimes because you might not know what questions to ask. That's why you come here. I give you the education, and we all are learning and growing together. You know what I'm talking about? I know you do. Let me put this up. I want to put a picture up on your screen. I put this picture up a few months back, about 2 months ago, and some of you may have forgotten. So I'm going to put it back on the screen because I want us all to be on the same page when I ask this question. Like, how come the snack fighters be having bumps on them? Like on their face, like on their backs. I'm just asking. Because I know a lot of people, be saying I'm hating and I be lying on people and I'm clout chasing. And then I come with the facts. And then that's when things change. Like, for example, go on and look at your screen now. The air fryer going to warm up even though we ain't got no money. That's Caleb Plant right there, a snack fighter. What's all them bumps on his back? No, I'm just asking the question. Don't get mad at us. What are those bumps on Caleb Plant's back? He a snack fighter, right? Okay. It don't stop there. I have another question. Look at your screen now. What are those bumps on Clarissa Shields' face? Don't lie and say that this was a picture from like 6 years ago. This picture was of Clarissa Shields literally 2 months ago. That's her right there. I circled it for you so you wouldn't have to do all the homework on your own. You know, I always do the homework myself, and then I come and show you my work. What are those bumps on her face? And she was with the snack program. This is right after she fought that girl, Danielle Perkins. What are those bumps on her face? It doesn't stop there. I'm the one that pointed this out when I used it as a thumbnail on my channel. This picture I'm about to show you now. And people was hijacking this picture. But that's why I'm going to show you the screenshot of the actual thumbnail I created so you know who originated with the picture in the first place and pointed this out. Bam, go and look at your screen. That's Terrence Crawford right there. That picture was when he was at the press conference the week before he fought Errol Spence 2 years ago. What are those bumps? I circled it for you because I wanted to do my homework and then show you my work. What are those bumps on Terrence Crawford's forehead? What is that? So I'm going to go back because a lot of y'all missed that. I'm going to go back now. What are the bumps that's on Caleb Plant's back? What are they? Go and look at your screen. Look at it. Stay look. Don't move. Don't move if you can. If you can look at your screen, stay right there and don't move. What are these bumps on Clarissa Shields' face? What are these bumps on Terrence Crawford? Go on and look at your screen. I'm just asking questions that I always wanted to get the answers to. I'm gonna do that a little bit closer so you can see it. This Terrence Crawford, just a little closer, a little closer image. So nobody won't lie and say I'm, photoshopping, or I don't even know how to do that. But that's a closer one. You see it right there? I circled it for you. You see it. What are those bumps on his face? And it doesn't stop there, because in a recent interview that literally was posted last night and this morning, Devin Haney, it was really last night because yesterday they published it and then it started getting in my news feed sometime last night. But Devin Haney now, he does a recent interview for the DAZN channel, and I think Showbiz, the YouTube content creator, was interviewing him. He had another bump on the right side of his face. I was trying to catch it, but every time I tried to screenshot it, he kept turning his face. What is that bump on him? Where are these bumps coming from, y'all? I'm just asking a question. Devin Haney got bumps on his face. Terrence Crawford had bumps on his face. Clarissa Shields, bumps on her face. Caleb Plant, bumps on his back. And they always snack. Where these bumps keep coming from while they're with the snack program? Lord have mercy. I don't want to start no controversy. Okay, I do want to start controversy. I'm just asking the question. Another question that I have. And then we're going to get to Devin Haney's physique. And then I promise y'all I'm going to let y'all go. What is this? Go and look at your screen, please. I want to show y'all something. I've been holding this picture for 2 years. I just want to show y'all. Do y'all know what that is? I did my homework for you all, and I circled it so I can show you my work. That's the back of Anthony Joshua. This was 2 years ago. I had this in my phone, screenshot it for 2 years. I figured I'd bring it up now, I see some similarities with Devin Haney, so I figured I'd bring it up now. That's Anthony Joshua. What are those spots on his shoulders? Yeah, this is the back of Anthony Joshua, y'all. What are those? I circled it for you. You can't see it? All right, we're going to show you from the front now. This is Anthony Joshua 2 years ago. I circled it for you. These little spots on his shoulder blades and chest. What are those? I'm not a medical professional. I figured somebody in the chat might know. Someone watching me live might know. Someone watching the replay of this live. You might even know. Somebody with medical experience. I can't ask Victor Conti. He's no doctor. I need somebody else. What are that? What are they? I'm just asking the cut. Don't get mad at us. Hey, don't get mad at me and the roller tape film crew. We just asking questions. What is that? The reason why I'm asking about Anthony Joshua, because I've been seeing these same things on Devin Haney for years. Some of y'all missed it in the Lomachenko fight. Some of y'all missed it. But don't worry. Don't worry. I pulled up a recent one. This video was published in an interview that Devin Haney did with Mike Coppinger on the DAZN platform for the promotion and build-up of this fight. Now, that's Anthony Joshua. Y'all see it on your screen. Now I'm trying to figure out, what's this on Devin Haney? Go on and look at your screen. Bam. Woo! I circled it for you. I did my homework. I circled it for you so I can come back and show you my work. What are those spots on his shoulder blade and his chest? It's the same spots that was on Anthony Joshua 2 years ago. What are they? Go back and watch Devin Haney's last couple of fights. He didn't have it on him with the Ryan Garcia fight. Y'all better go check and look. I did my research. I've been watching Devin Haney's physique change for 6 years before my eyes. Transformation. Thank you, Victor Conti and Snack. What are those spots on him? And then go and look at your screen again. Bam! It's over here on the back of his arms too. Mm-hmm. Look at your screen again now. Don't stop there. Bam! It's on the other arm. So you see it on the right shoulder blade and the back of his right arm. Now look at your screen now. Now it's on the left shoulder blade and on his chest. What is that? I don't know if we have any medical professionals in the house. What is that? Yeah, I saw Teofimo have him on him too. But he's not with Snack, so that's why I didn't bring it up. I got to screenshot it because I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all. This ain't got nothing to do with Teofimo Lopez. But I'm telling you right now, I watched Teofimo Lopez's body and his physique transform as well. Hey, Teo, I'm on you, buddy. I know what you into. I know what you're doing. But this ain't about Teo, so I digress. What are those? I'm just trying to figure. I don't know. See, I'm not a medical professional. I'm just asking the question. What are those? I circled this too, just in case y'all need to see it. This on this angle for the left. This is the left. This is the left. Left shoulder blade, left side of his chest. What is that? I circled it for you because I did my homework and I wanted to come back and show you my work. What is that? I'm just asking, yo. I'm just saying because when I look at, go and look at your screen again. When I look at Anthony Joshua, you see how it's on his shoulder blade and his chest, the left part. And then when I look at Devin Haney, go and look at your screen now. It's in the same spots. You know what I mean? That's why I was asking the question. What are those? What are those? We need answers. And then for the grand finale, since Bill Haney spoke on Ryan Garcia's physique, changing from what his physique looked like in the Devin Haney fight last April into what his physique looked like now, which means that there's been a great decline. I want to reverse that logic on his son, Devin Haney. How Devin Haney's physique looked different and then it transformed and looked more fulfilling, looked more stronger, more muscle mass. Hmm? Quick disclaimer. Ryan Garcia's physique looked terrible, in my opinion, as a professional boxer in that Devin Haney fight. I can assure you that Ryan Garcia's performance, in my professional opinion, was not enhanced. His physique looked terrible, and he was gassed out after 2 rounds trying to knock Devin Haney out with the barrage of punches he was landing. But his physique looked terrible then. And when I say terrible, I'm comparing it to the physique of Devin Haney or Tim Bradley, someone like that, or Blair Cobb. Should I continue? Manny Pacquiao. You want me to continue? Because they all suspect. But I digress. Bottom line is, when you look at Devin Haney, go on and look at your screen. I posted this last year, but I'm gonna do it again for my new audience members, and I promise you I'm gonna let you go. Bam! Go and look at your screen. That's Devin Haney right there. This is Devin Haney before he went to Snack. This is Devin Haney before he went to Victor Conti. Now somebody's gonna say, no, that wasn't Devin Haney before he went to Snack. That wasn't Devin Haney. That's Photoshop. Now you know you better not lie on me. This how you know it was Devin Haney and it wasn't Photoshop. And I screenshotted it. Go on and look at the mirror on the left side of your screen. You see the Mayweather logo, TMT, the money team, is on the mirrors. It's literally posted on the mirror. Left side of your screen at the top. Go on and look at it. Yeah, that was when he was a part of the Mayweather gym. Look at Devin Haney's physique in this picture. Oh, it doesn't stop there. Now let's see Devin Haney's physique when he goes over to Snack. It goes from that to this. Go on and look at it now. From that to this. Right here on your screen. Then it goes from what's on your screen now to this. Bam. Go and look at your screen. You see they got Snack all around them in that corner. You see the paraphernalia in the apparel. Then it goes from that. So wait, let's go back. It goes from the Mayweather gym before he got with Victor Conti and Snack to this. To this. Y'all see it? Go and look at your screen. You see it? A few years later, he's this. Bam. Woo! Go ahead, Victor Conti and Snack. I know what y'all doing over there. I know. And they know I know. Hey, Bill! How your son body? Hold up. Bill Haney sounds like he's an expert when it comes to Ryan Garcia and observing physique changes. So I try to figure out, hey, Bill, how your son physique go from this before Snack and years on Snack go from this right here on your screen, Bill, to this. Bam! Woo! And I'm going to close out with this. Devin Haney's physique looked just like Lex Luger. Go on and look at your screen. Look at the obliques and the abs. Oh, it tells you everything you need to know. Lex Luger, the retired Hall of Fame professional wrestler who made waves in Jim Crockett Promotions, to WWF, known as WWE nowadays, obviously, WCW. And I got a clip that I got. I'm not going to play it now. I'm going to wait. where Lex Luger was in multiple interviews over the last 3 years, and he even said that he was on that. I'm not going to tell you what he said he was on because I want to save it for when I play the audio for you, because I have the evidence. He said he was juicing 10 days on and 10 days off. I'm not going to tell you what he was using. I'm going to let him tell you. Yeah. But go on and look at your screen. I'm just trying to figure out, how did Devin Haney's body look like this? No, we're talking about body transformations. Don't get mad. It went from this when he was with the Mayweather's gym before Victor Conti, and then now that he's with Victor, bam, it goes to this. And look at your screen. He still have those spots, those marks on his chest, left and right. And this was months ago. You know what? I'm doing way too much talking, man. Don't take my word for it.